my commentary my way is sort of my last thoughts here. So last thing I want to leave you with is that Donald Trump falling and his failings say more about him than Harris. 2 years ago, polls said that most Americans didn't want Trump or Biden. And the reality is that one of those candidates is gone. And so what we do know about Donald Trump is that most of Americans for the last 2 years have said they don't want him to be president. And now it's starting to show because he's not moving up in the numbers. His numbers are actually going down. And it's because he's Donald Trump. And I get weirded out by Trump supporters who are like, I don't get it. We should be cakewalking out. No. Why do you guys only listen to the polls? The polls said for the last 2 years, America did not want Joe Biden or Donald Trump. And you all heard it as America doesn't want Joe Biden. They don't want Donald Trump either. I think Trump has botched every opportunity to create a bigger coalition and a big tent. Listen, he had a chance at the last date of the RNC to give a speech, especially after having an assassination attempt on his life, to really right the course, set a new mission, a new vision, to open his arms up to America and coalition partners that he needs to get to 50%. And he didn't. He dug deeper into MAGA red meat rhetoric, and he just gave the base what it wanted. But it's not what independents want. It's not even what Democrats who didn't like Joe Biden wanted. And it's certainly not what the 15% of Ronald Reagan conservative mainstream Republicans wanted. His campaign is built on a cult of personality. It always has been, though. And that's nothing different from 2024 that was different than 2020 and 2016. Donald Trump does things his way. A good example is today he was supposed to give a serious, a sober, a fact-driven economic presentation about what the economy and what his plans were for the economy in the next 4 years. You know what he did? He attacked Kamala Harris again about the way she looked on Time magazine. He attacked her laugh. He attacked how smart she was. I mean, he can't help himself. And nobody is either giving him the advice or he's not listening to the advice. Last thing I'll say is that voters would rather vote for Mickey Mouse and Donald Duck over him right now. Donald Trump cannot get the 50% for all the reasons I just mentioned. I mentioned that 50% of Ronald Reagan conservative Republicans despise him. These are the same people who were voting for Nikki Haley in the primaries towards the end of the race as we know it. Even when her name was just on the ballot, she wasn't even running. That the 15% of Republicans who will poll right after his conviction of 34 counts and of criminal convictions in New York, that said not only were they not voting for him, they said, we don't want him to run. Hardcore 15%. And regular Republicans are not extending themselves to save him. They're willing to lose people in order to save the republic. The David French opinion piece in New York really got to me. And it says something that Donald Trump needs to listen to. And he needs to listen to it now before it's too late. Get out of yourself. If you really love America, and you really have a vision for America, and embrace the advice and embrace all of us that need to hear a vision and put yourself second to the greater good that is serving America. But he probably won't listen to that either. Thank you all for rocking with me. Make sure you subscribe, like, and comment below. Make sure you hit the notification bell so you can know when we go live again. We go live every 9:30 p.m. every Wednesday, Eastern Standard Time. Be there or be square. Thank you all for rocking with me. Thank you all for listening to me. Tell a friend if you like what you hear here. And remember, stay curious and think. It ain't illegal yet. And I'm out.